Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Hot Projects where we take a look at some of the biggest games on the blockchain right now. And there are some huge games out there making big moves. Who cares if the market is down, because the game creating keeps on going. And we have so many alpha betas to take a look at today. Yes, just really get a good idea of whether it's a project you think is a good investment. We're also going to be obviously taking a look at the markets, certain tokens that might be worth buying even in these dips, tokens that I've got my eye on. So let's get into today's episode. Of course, today's episode is going to be watched and earned because we have some sponsored content, and therefore if you want to have a chance to win one of 5 lots of $60 US, do what you always do, post in the comment section down below, go to Discord which is in the description, go to the comment section of competition wallets and post your wallet address and your YouTube name, and a random comment picker will pick a random person. We had $1,200 to give away yesterday. That's now been announced. You might see your wallet address among those. On top of, we had 100 monsters to give away as well, actually. So we also did $300 worth of giveaway in the BBL live stream that we did. So a pretty good week for watch to earn. If you want to keep up to date with anything like that in the future, any opportunities to get some free money for just engaging with my content, then make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with any of those videos. Okay, right, let's get into today's episode. So we begin with, so first up we have a Finn. These guys are working on a Pokemon style NFT game. It's meant to be like Pokemon on steroids. They want to build a whole metaverse that is connected to the real world and will have real capabilities in terms of being able to use things to buy drinks, being able to engage in activities. They want people to be able to have fun together, so there will be rewards for interacting with other people and getting out. And that was their teaser video into Nexus, which is going to be their metaverse. That's their world. But this is what you can expect the metaverse to look like once you're inside it. So we have Pokemon style NFTs here that are living in the wild, which are pretty cute. So we have some sneak peeks into exactly what this will look like. For me, the artwork looks beautiful, the game design is great, even just like down to the details of the leaves moving in the wind and the grass moving. We'll see it. Oh, great, cool. Ah, that's a cool little... Oh man, he's so cute. Look at his face and his big eyes. I want him. As the blockchain develops, NFT games just keep getting better and better in quality, and this is one that definitely is up there in terms of quality for a Pokemon-like NFT game. They have a lot of key things coming up. So we saw the Nexus trailer, the teaser, but there will be a full trailer that is going to give a much more better insight into exactly what this game is going to look like and what the Nexus is going to look like. Key dates over the next couple of months include the 23rd of February. That's going to be when Buddies will be unveiled. 25th of January is the Mini Nexus World Trailer release. 29th of January, a Finn token will be listed on exchanges. The token is launching on multiple launch pads. We've got Ignition Paid, Oxbow, some very reputable launch pads out there, and you could get involved in them. In some of them which you might be already invested in, therefore might have better access to the token. But if you don't, you can pick this up when it launches on the 29th of January, Saturday at 1 p.m. UTC, with initial market cap of 140,000. This is definitely one I see a lot of potential in the future. They have the Nexus World Trailer launching on the 4th of February. Game demo trailer will be released Q2 of 2022. Q2 and Q3, there will be the pre-sales of Nexus Virtual Land. And in Q4, Q1 of 2023, that's when we'll get the beta phase of 1.0 of Nexus World and Lifestyle Real World Utility Services. So we are going to be waiting a long time until this comes out and beta. But you know, they're clearly not rushing it. They want to build a game that is going to be fully functional and playable and works, and that'll give them plenty of time to do so. For me, the USP for this game is really the fact that it will be a geolocation based game. So it's not about just standing still and just playing it on your mobile. You will be encouraged to get up and go out and move and meet other people. So it's play to earn, it's free to play. There's no initial fee. Now, a lot of games obviously have that initial fee for purchasing NFTs, but this is one that you'll be able to get into for free. They want to build a sustainable game economy to ensure the rewards remain attractive to existing and new players in the long run. They found a solution to maintain a sustainable and growing game economy. The token will have real world utility, so you'll be able to use it to get special privileges and benefits in the real world. Overview of it, we have the Nexus world. It'll be a mobile metaverse with a digital layer that is mapped to the real world where users can explore, play and participate in activities based on their geolocation. Each buddy is a non-fungible token and digital representation of a character in Nexus world. They are collectible units with attributes and properties. The Nexus land is digital representation of real estate in the virtual world that's mapped according to the real world. Each land will be a hexagon. Users will be able to build structures on their land. There will be campaigns and activities in Nexus. For example, this is really exciting. Nexus characters will be planted at shopping mall, which users may be able to hunt through augmented lens. It'll offer real world utility as well. As stated, you'll be able to use it to engage with things that are good for your well-being. And as mentioned, they want users to have fun with friends and family in the real world. Thus, they've created an ecosystem revolving around lifestyle where users can utilize their Fin tokens. You can see the token sale plan began at 2 cents, and seed was 3 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, increasing to pre-sale 8 and launchpad at 14 cents. Now, all these vesting periods are fairly good in terms of 6 months cliff, so you're not going to see any early sell-offs of these, and they're not going to get all their tokens for 2 years. The team is fully doxed and made up of people with a lot of experience. You've got people in the gaming industry who've worked for games like Konami and others that have worked in partnership collaboratively on games like Final Fantasy and Big Hero 6. So you've got people with experience in the game industry that know how to create a game and develop it. And what's great about this team is that they all have little video introductions, which helps you see the set face, see that they're real people. And bear in mind, all this is very, very early in terms of, these are just a prototype, but the prototype looks this good. I'd be excited to see what the final project actually looks like. They have a very detailed roadmap and have hit all their targets so far. So this is definitely one to keep on your radar. A Fin token launching on the 29th of January. Keep up to date with any changes. I encourage you to follow all their socials, all the links to the Discord, Telegram, things like that are all in the description below. Check them out. Okay, next up we have Froyo Games, who have sponsored this video, and they are doing a huge giveaway as part of the sponsorship. They're going to give away $250 to one random winner who retweets and likes, follows Real Froyo Games, and comments their BP20 address on this tweet. Go over to my Twitter profile, which is in the description below, and it will be the pinned tweet. Just post below. We already have 217 comments on this. I'll leave this comment open for another 3 days, so make sure you get in before then. Also giving away $250 to one lucky subscriber. So all you have to do is follow the standard rules, and you'll also have a chance to win $250 for one person. Right, what is Froyo Games? If Gala Games is anything to go by, then creating a token that is comprised of not just one game, but multiple games can be extremely lucrative. We're way beyond 100x from where it was on the first of last year. And you'd have to be a patient holder, but if you did, you'd be rewarded. And maybe Froyo could be one of the next ones to do that, because they are creating a metaverse and the trailer is awesome. So we can take a look at the trailer, get a really good picture of what they're trying to build. So they're taking the metaverse to the next level. They're going to be building 3 different metaverses, different virtual worlds, and they comprise of Moonland. So this is one of them that we can see a little sneak peek into exactly what their development looks like. Kind of like a Neo-like landing from Matrix, which we'll be able to build on the moon, but very, very early days on this. They're going to have Metal Genesis, which for me is the biggest one that I'd like to get involved. These robots look absolutely amazing. They're going to have 6 NFT games: Masketeers, Idol of Fallen, Cryptic Crab, Claw Stars. It will be play to earn on the blockchain, all governed by the Froyo token, which is available now. You'll also be able to earn tickets in games and claim rewards. They're backed by a professional team of 500 full-time artists, programmers, developers, strategic investors, Animoca brands. They were invested in Sandbox. We have Gate.io, some familiar names there. I think this one could be a very, very big one to invest in. And if we take a look at the token now, so you can pick this up on PooCoin or PancakeSwap. You can go to their website and they have it nicely listed. So if you go to the top, you can just go straight to PancakeSwap. Means that you don't have to worry about are you getting a fake token, and it'll allow you to add it. So just click understand, import token, and then you'll be able to trade into the Froyo token if you want. If we take a look at PooCoin, we can see how it's been performing. So since launch, now might be a very good time to get in on it. hence why we've picked up some today. 0.07, and it's come down to 0.03, so we haven't suffered that 50% loss that other people will have bought if they bought in early from day one. 31 million market cap, definitely worth consideration, and do your own research on it, of course, see whether it's something you could be interested in. For me, the biggest draw to a token is if it's got a good team behind it, and obviously, as we mentioned, 500 developers, programmers, artists that are working on this. That's a huge team and a huge project, which you can see tokens go up when one game spikes or a trailer, but you've got these 4 different games that are going to be releasing trailers, and that's going to help the token as things progress. We've got a wide variety of genres that's going to suit different types of people. So, claw stars, to be honest, like, these are the type of games that I love to just play casually. We've got Musketeers, a world where brave heroes empowered by mysterious masks take stand against inner demons. We've got Krypton Mutant Crabs and Moonland, and these are all going to obviously involve NFTs that you'll be able to use in the game. And that offers quite a good opportunity when you buy NFTs for a project like this, because you might see that some of those NFTs will be able to use in future metaverse games. The tokenomics are really interesting because the team does not get their funds for a long time. 4 years vesting period, 0% unlock to token generation event, 1 year cliff and linear unlock starting from the 2nd year. That's a huge cliff before actually getting their tokens, and that shows that they are invested in this long term. So I think it's one of the safer investments in terms of looking at the team's investment. In terms of seed round strategic sale, they will be starting to get theirs monthly. So this is something to consider and kind of keep in your mind when you're thinking about when you're buying and selling this token. Make sure to follow their socials, which are obviously down in the links below. They give you access to things like competitions that they'll be doing. They had one biggest community game giveaway that they did was 1.9 million entries, and this was for 100 IDO whitelist spots, 100 yields generative claw NFTs, and 100 winners for a share of 10,000 USDT airdrop. So a huge giveaway. And these claw NFTs, they could have a lot of value when the game actually releases, and you're getting these very early. These are exclusive ones, and I imagine that's just the start of what they're actually going to be doing in terms of competitions across their social media. The Froyo token is going to have a lot of benefits to it. There will be staking rewards. Token holders can also stake Froyo for Froyo in order to participate in the governance of Froyo Publisher Network. They're going to have play to earn features, play to win. Froyo store where you can buy things like NFTs. There's going to be also an extra bonus for those who hold the Froyo token. So it can give you early access to potential NFT drops by world-renowned brands and artists, and also eligibility to test new games before their public release and have access to content creation within said games. Go check it out. If it's something that you might be interested in and want to get in very early on an opportunity before many games release, then this could be a good token to hold for future gains. Okay, next up we have MetaSoccer, because they have their NFT sale happening on the 31st of January, and I think it's definitely a good one to get involved in, because these scouts that you can pick up will generate NFTs that you will be able to sell on the marketplace or use in-game to play. It is the biggest soccer metaverse out there that is trying to build something that really has a lot of engagement with the real life community. So they currently just announced their first player that they are actually in partnership with. It's Tom Partey from Arsenal, and they have more planned, more partnerships planned in the future with other players. On top of this, they plan to get engagement partnerships with real football clubs in, English, American, Brazil, different leagues, to be able to participate in esports PvP battles. Now, this game is going to be very complex in terms of it's going to be very advanced. In total, so far, they have had 4 drops, and all of them have sold out. If you were lucky enough to pick any of these up, then you've done very well, and because the resale price on these in the market, the goalkeepers 12x'd from their price of $120. So they were a really good investment. I think the price at the moment is starting to come down because they know these NFT sales is going to add more into the mix. But we're going to start to see, I think, as the game develops, once you turn them into MetaSoccer Youth Scouts, which this is mine, Emmanuel Rig, and you can do this via their page now. They have minting available. By the way, all of this went really smooth. There was no bugs, no problems with it. My end, I got everything redeemed as I wanted to. Youth Scouts came through. This is all on the Polygon network. So gas fees are going to be really low. And what you're looking for is to try and mint one between 70 and 80. In terms of score. Didn't manage to get one of them, but there's a 10% chance to mint special abilities, and I managed to pick one character that has 3, age 27. He's a pretty good one, and you can check all the rarity of the things like the player ability, magicians, penalty kickers, youth specialist, all on OpenSea really well, because you can just go to properties, and it tells me that 0.76% people have the youth specialist trait. 1% have magician, 3% penalty kicker. So I can see that this guy is going to be really rare and probably highly sought after when I go to sell him or use him in game. But I can tell that this guy is probably going to be highly sought after. He's not going to be somebody who's going to be selling at the floor price of 0.17. And as you can see from the activity, things are going up. The volume has been 1.41 ETH, average price at 0.35. We've seen some go for even higher than that in terms of 0.7 for Florentino Opforce, $1,600. So this guy's sold for this much because he has that 0.32% trait of Speaker GK, and that's the best thing about getting in these NFT drops, is that you can pick up something that is really rare and can sell for a lot of money. So this lucky person, if they picked it up off the market for $120, they've done a 13x on the price. That's why getting in these NFT sales are going to be really lucrative. So make sure to follow all the social media for MetaSoccer to keep up to date with when that drops. I will put out a tweet to remind people that it's going to be going on the 31st, but I recommend setting this as a date in your diary. It's in mine now to go off as an alarm to remind me to set myself up, get myself ready, get stuff in your Polygon account. You can pick the MSU token up on QuickSwap or Gate.io, so get yourself ready for that. The token hasn't really fluctuated that much, you know, we're only talking about a 10% shift drop in a down market where everything's bearish at the moment. So I think it's a good time to get involved in it to be able to get yourself ready. The specific details of the 5th NFT drop is as follows. There will be 1,000 Youth Scout tickets up for grabs. So this will drop on 1 PM on the 31st of January. You'll be able to get to the link via their website, the Youth Scout sale tickets here. Users will be able to select 4 types of Youth Scout tickets, either starter, bronze, silver, and gold. So if you're a starter, you're looking at $50 entry price to pick up one of these Youth Scouts. That'll give you 40 to 49 knowledge within your stats. As you saw before, mine are around 60 to 69, or there's a 10% chance that you're going to get 70 to 79. To guarantee that 70 to 79 knowledge, you could purchase one for $1,200 in terms of in MSU. There's only going to be 50 of those available though, so I think they'll go pretty fast. The users will have a chance to mint the Youth Scout in these roles. So goalkeeper, the reason why the value of that it tends to be higher is because there's only a 10% chance of getting anyone dropped, 36% chance of defender and midfield, and then 18% chance of a forward. The user can redeem the ticket after the purchase, or you can keep it for later. You could sell it on the marketplace. You can find more information on it at this link. I'll put this link to this Medium article down in the description. The total supply of their ecosystem will be 19,000. From this supply, 4,700 will be Pioneer, 14,300 normal ones. From this total amount of sale, there's a total of 4,400 Pioneer Youth Scouts and 10,100 normal Youth Scouts to our community. From this 10,000, they'll have a total of 4,000 for starters, 3,000 bronze, 200,000 for silver, and 1,100 for gold. The others will be used for strategic deals over time with key partners such as soccer clubs, gaming guilds, to help increase MetaSoccer's mainstream adoption worldwide. They'll also be having some for NFT drops for a maximum of 300 tickets in total. There's currently a competition going on via Twitter, so you can, to celebrate the mint Youth Scouts and the 5th drop, you can change your profile picture to a Youth Scout, like and retweet, tag 2 people, and follow MetaSoccer for a chance to be able to win one of 10 lots of $100 and 1 NFT Youth Scout. Make sure to get involved in the next 3 days because it finishes on the 27th of January. So find all the links to MetaSoccer down in the description below. Next up, let's talk about MetaGear. You know I love this project. I'm really excited for it. It has launched their token, and it's looking ridiculously stable. They're just hovering around the 10 cents mark. So this is 5x from the price that we got at private sale, 3x from the price that people got on the IDO, and it did, go up even further, even higher in the beginning, as you'd expect. Had a dip and then it just came back and recovered, and it's been stable since then. And that's what you want to see. Stability is the best thing, and in my experience, when you've got stability before a game is released and then it releases, that's when you start to see people investing in it, because all the people who are holding just continue to hold, and you just get new buyers, new holders. I think that's going to happen with MetaGear. It's such an exciting project. I think it just looks really, really fun. The variety of gameplay means that just so many different matches can occur, and you could get beaten by different opponents, even if you've got a really good vehicle, just because they might have built a counter. So this is a project that I'm really excited for, and looking forward to being able to actually play it in the testnet and other people being able to play it. We know that through the demo that I played in the video that I showed last week, 2 weeks ago now, that it's pretty much all there. You can change your wheels, you can change your chassis, all the weapons, all the gadgets, all in place, and you can test it out in terms of playing it and matching them up against opponents. So that works. It's just about the integration to the blockchain and getting it to work on testnet before it then goes live. And we now know that this is going to be beginning soon, and you can get involved. You can guarantee access to the testnet by holding at least 500 gear tokens. So that's $50 worth of gear tokens to be one of the first in the world to experience MetaGear yourself and get NFT rewards. I think this could be a really good opportunity to get in early, and I think stability. I've seen that before Thetan Arena took off. Thetan Arena might not be going up at all now, but it did. And full disclosure, this is something that we're personally invested in from a private sale, but I only invest in things that I see long-term potential in, and this is something that I just think will be so much fun. It could attract a lot of people, and that could have a significant impact on the token price. Next, we go to an alpha launch from Mathera. So the 23rd of January, they launched their alpha. I didn't get access to this. This was available to the top 200 Mathera holders and Diamond Pandora package holders. I hold 4 Diamond Pandora package holders, and I didn't get this. So I don't know how I didn't get access to it, but I didn't. I really wanted to play it and show you what it was like, but we just have to look at their trailer of it. So their little let's play of this launch, and I'm really excited for Mathera personally. It just looks like a beautiful game. The artwork is so nice. I love the create to earn aspect. It incentivizes people who are talented in creator world to be able to design cards and actually get paid for it. And it also means that we're going to get this continuous production of cards with the development team not having to have that strain on producing them constantly. This is going to be a game that I personally like the look of. Some people don't like card games. Personally, I really like them and love this style of gameplay, and I'm really looking forward to actually getting my hands on this and playing. I'm really looking forward to opening my diamond packages and seeing what I pull and how they impact on the match. But as we can see, it's in terms of development, the game's all there. It's all ready. It works really nicely. This is just a little tutorial to give people an insight to how to play it. So I'll put their Twitter link down below so you can check this out if you want to. You've got gods in your deck, and they will have effects and abilities. So we see a Poseidon here. And I think this is just going to be such a varied game in terms of the style of gameplay. Once you've destroyed 2 out of the 3 crystals, then you have achieved victory. So we missed out on alpha, but hopefully we'll be able to get in on the beta when that launches. I really thought this token would do better than it has done. I thought it would be a bit more stable, but I think the market cap is so big on it, and so much was invested around this point, that it has just come down. If people have sold off, as just as time has pursued whilst they're working on development. But I think this is where it's been. If it could achieve that again, we're talking 8x from its current position. To get to, if we surpass the all-time high, we'll be under 10x. So it's about whether you see this as a game that has long-term potential, and it's something that you be involved in. I'm not in this one to make money really, because obviously I've bought diamond packages that I could sell now and make a fair bit of money. Probably got about $10,000 worth of diamond packages and gold packages. But I'm not in this one for the money. I'm in this to be able to play the game because I want to have a game that I enjoy, and also I'm at a good level at to be able to provide good content on it. Next up, a project that I'm so excited for, Genopets has released their beta. Some people have had access to this. I haven't got my hands on it. I do have a Genopets egg, therefore, or Genopet that I am holding still, so I still will get access to this. But some people have been given a little bit earlier access to this, and thank you to Dragonville. Check this guy's out. His YouTube is in the description below if you wanted to check a look at this footage. But this is footage of his beta gameplay. So you'll be able to bank stats. So your steps will passively be tracked as you walk with your phone in your pocket. In order to make your steps count towards XP and growth of your Genopet, press and hold the bank button to convert them. The more steps you bank at the time, the more XP you'll earn. At the end of the day, any unbanked steps will be erased, so make sure that you do bank them. So I love the fact that they are at the moment just testing out the feature of being able to engage in activity. I want something to encourage me to walk a bit more. I'd like to get out a bit more. It's cold, but playing Pokemon Go, I didn't care. And I think Genopets is going to really encourage good, positive habits for me in terms of building my experience up for my Genesis Genopet. If you don't know what Genopets is, go check it out. It's the world's first move to earn NFT game. If you're familiar with games like Pokemon Go, then it will be trying to do a very similar thing, but in a unique way that's also trying to encourage not just physical activity, but mental activity and good habits that are good for your own well-being. It's what they want is a digital representation of yourself in your Genopet, and they hope to allow you to exercise your body, mind and spirit and really encourage self-care. If it becomes like you're familiar, then you are actually, by taking care of it, taking care of yourself, because you're getting out, walking, engaging in good mental activities. So as you customize your Genopet in your likeness, you'll find that it's as rare and valuable as you are. You can challenge with your friends. There will be battling and PvP coming to the game. There will be a role play game. There will be the play to earn aspects. They do have the Gene and the Kai token. They have a really nice roadmap laid out. You can check that out if you want to see what their plans are for the future. I do currently hold an NFT, so if we check out Magic Eden, you can pick one of these up off the marketplace. Because Sol is down so much at the moment, it's probably a good time to get involved in picking one up, because these were at one point went for 10,000. I sold a Genopet for $10,000 and then bought another one back for I think 6,000 after the sale, because I thought it will increase in sales, mean there's less there's a bigger supply, less demand, and I was right. I made a quick like 4,000 profit off these, but I'm glad the one that I got ended up like just the greatest. Obviously these were randomly generated from the choices that you made, very much similar to like a Hogwarts quiz, and mine came up like this. I still need to name my Genopet. Let me know down below. What do you think I should call my Genopet? I quite like Kitsune. Is it Kitsune or Kitsune? Kitsune. I'm going to call it Kitsune. I quite like the name Kitsune. If anybody can come up with a better option, let me know. So you will be able to bank those steps, and you can see it going into the experience. The great thing about this is you don't need a Fitbit or Apple Watch. You can just use your phone. It will track your steps via that. This beta is really just testing that steps feature, making sure it functions well, making sure it integrates well with your pet. And I just think they have so much for the future that is going to be developed. I've spoken with both the co-founders. They're great people who just really are invested in creating a game that is fun, but also looks after your own well-being too. So if you haven't already, check it out. The link to Genopet is in the description below. Another game that is also in beta is Cedars NFT Heroes, and the beta looks really good. The quality of the design is really good. You can get these NFTs and buy them. They're still available in terms of common, epic and legendary form. However, big problem, big no-go for me at the moment is Ethereum. I currently own an NFT hero, and I really want to use it, but you've got to go through the Ethereum blockchain, and that's going to cost you gas, and gas is really hard to afford during a bear market, let alone when the markets are good and they're up. So I struggle to get involved in an NFT game when I think at times like this, people, and personally I'm looking for deals where I'm not going to lose money, and it's just a gas thing, isn't it? You lose money and it goes, you're never going to get that back. It's not an investment into anything. But you know, you might be somebody who sees long-term potential. This is a project that, you know, really has huge long-term vision. The roadmap is massive. We did a review on it. You can go check that out if you want to see a bit more in depth. I think the gameplay looks great. The artwork looks great. So if you see long-term potential, and this is one that once you're in the game, you can grind a lot. There are some benefits for beta players that you can get access to in tesseracts, and they can be very, you know, you could potentially sell them for a lot of money if they're worth, have worth. But I think until you solve the Ethereum gas problem, if you're not, why just go over to Polygon or something like that? Unless you do that, I think this is going to be a big turnoff, and that's why they haven't sold out of their NFTs. And then the final beta is huge. Illuvium now has their private beta registration available. So you can register by going up, signing an account with Illuvium, and then completing the registration form. I've done it. Hopefully we get access to this, because this is their battler, which looks so good in terms of quality of design. The fact that you can place them in different positions is really cool, because it adds an extra level of strategy. You know, we're going to see those type advantages that you'd expect in a battler like this. It is an auto battler, so that has obviously you controlling the position to get that strategy, the choices that you make. There will be a leaderboard available. So 2 simple steps: get access, going to the website, signing up, and then registering. And then you'll have a chance to get involved in it. I'll put the Twitter link to that so you can find everything, all the information on that down below. But very excited for the beta on this. This is the best looking game. It is a huge market cap that has come down. $520 per token. It's huge. 334 million market cap. Wow. But it's on the Ethereum blockchain. So although it's really good, are we going to have similar problems with attracting people? But with this being the biggest, probably the biggest game on the blockchain right now in terms of advanced development and quality, it could still attract people into it. But we see down 12.67% even after announcing private registration for the beta. Usually that's the type of news that leads to an increase in price in this bear market. Finally, a quick word on Monster Infinite. They are working on their mini game, and they are putting out updates now, weekly updates on their Twitter, which I think is good for communication. We've got Marketplace redesign, third design draft is clear, Marketplace mockup first draft is complete. New features will be coming to the Marketplace to improve people's experiences. They've got more graphics to be added into the mockup draft, finalize the mockup draft, and prototype submission. And from the team, they have mentioned that V2 Marketplace will be coming soon. It will just generally increase your experience with the Marketplace. I do think it absolutely needed this boost. But we're still very behind on the roadmap, and that's not good for, and I think that's why we've seen a drop in the token, sadly, all the way down to 40 cents. And this is a new all-time low. Could this coin recover? I think we see some updates, and if we saw like a mini game release now, and then, you know, plan is that beta is going to be released in 2 weeks after that, then we'll see some up in that market. I think this game could release in 2 months time, and still, if they get it right, if it's good and it functions well on the blockchain, it doesn't matter how long we've had to wait, because people will come to it if it's a good game and people enjoy it. So getting that right is important. It's more important to get the game right than to release it, you know, in the next week when it's not fully functional and it doesn't work and it's buggy, because that just destroys confidence anymore. What they need to do is give a good confidence boost to people who are investing in the token and attracting new investors, because, you know, if we could get back to that all-time high, that's a 10x from here. Okay, well, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I really just enjoyed seeing loads of different beta and alphas out, because we've spent a lot of our time dealing with concepts, investing in concepts, and now we're starting to see it. And I think 2022 is going to be, you know, these next few months are going to be huge in terms of getting beta access and actually seeing public launches on these big games, big titles that will attract, that's when I think we will see attracting and more people into the blockchain gaming space. Okay, if you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.